So after talking about hormones, we're going to talk about neurotransmitters. And you've probably all heard the phrase that serotonin and dopamine are technically the only two things that you enjoy. This is only partially true. It is really funny though. I have it on a t-shirt. You can see it in my Rural Road video. You should really watch all of those. They're kind of neat. Serotonin and dopamine are actually part of a system that allows emotions like attraction to occur. And they're released when good things happen. Kind of. We'll talk about that in a second. So why am I saying it like when good things happen? So it's more when you think you enjoy something, that's dopamine kind of coming in and deciding that, hey, this is awesome. You should totally like this. So when dopamine is released in a specific spot in the brain, that releases a pleasure-like effect. And that's where you feel enjoyment. So it's actually released in tons of spots across your body, but when it's released in one particular part in your brain, which we'll talk about momentarily, you feel this overwhelming pleasure in slight pleasures depending on how much is released. But serotonin, on the other hand, is thought to be the regulator of emotions. So the more produced, the longer it stays in your system, and the more likely you are to feel an increase in positive moods. This is why you'll see antidepressants having an effect on these two neurotransmitters. There's tons of antidepressants out there, and some of them have effects on other ones as well. But serotonin and dopamine end up being the ones that are more likely to cause an increase in pleasure or just general positive moods. Now, the most common antidepressants are called SSRIs, which stands for selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. This is important to note because they want serotonin to stay in your system as long as it'll cause an increase in positive moods. That is why these neurotransmitters play such a huge role in attraction. It's also really important to note the norepinephrine's role in this dance of chemicals. It's the one that increases your heart rate and gives you the physical responses. So when you feel all tingly, you don't know why, you're getting flushed, you're looking at that guy or girl or anyone over there and you're feeling really good. You're like, hey, this feels awesome, my heart's racing. That's norepinephrine. They're good people.